Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Thursday, October 20th, 2022. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin with Tuesday night's head-to-head ratings news. AEW Dynamite and WWE's NXT opposed each other on cable TV Tuesday night for the first time in a year and a half. Both shows lost viewers compared to last week's episodes, but Dynamite came out ahead of NXT despite losing much more of its viewership week over week than NXT did, according to Showbuzz Daily. Dynamite drew an average of 752,000 viewers to TBS, while NXT drew an average of 676,000 to the USA Network. However, Dynamite's audience number shows a 23.5% drop from the week before, while NXT suffered only an 8.2% drop in viewership, partly due to the fact that Dynamite typically draws a larger audience on Wednesday nights than NXT does on Tuesdays. In the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic, Dynamite scored a .26 rating and came in at number 8 on cable TV for the night, while NXT, whose audience tends to skew older, scored a .18 rating and came in at number 12, according to WrestleNomics. This was Dynamite's lowest overall audience and lowest key demo rating of the year so far, while it was NXT's highest rating in the key demo since the August 16th Heatwave episode. In addition to competition from each other, both shows faced stiff sports competition that included postseason baseball games on TBS and FS1, 2 basketball games on TNT, and 2 hockey games on ESPN. Dynamite was moved from Wednesday night to Tuesday night for this week only due to the American League Championship game that aired last night on TBS. In AEW news, Hangman Adam Page took to social media yesterday to publicly comment for the first time since suffering a concussion Tuesday night during his Dynamite main event match with AEW World Champion Jon Moxley at the Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati. At approximately 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Page thanked everyone for their support, mentioning the medical team, referee Paul Turner, Moxley, and producers Brandon Cutler and BJ Whitmer directly. He also stated that he's doing all right and feeling better, and made a reference to unfinished business, presumably his storyline feud with Moxley for the world title. The severity of Page's injury has not been made public, nor has any information regarding a return to in-ring action. Turning to WWE, The Miz revealed that he is suffering from a case of bursitis in his shoulder. During an interview Monday night after Raw on the Eckler's Edge podcast, Miz explained the injury and his recent struggles with it.
Like I have a burst sack that I bursted that just keeps blowing up.
So
I don't know
annoying.
if you ever blew
yeah,
that.
bro, it's so annoying.
It takes so long, and then it'll go away, and then I don't know if you can see it.
We see it.
Yeah, like literally, like it just keeps coming back.
Yep.
Fluid comes in, it goes away, comes in, goes away.
Man.
I messed up my shoulder a little bit, but
you
know, and then you're trying to work out and trying to work through it and trying to make sure you maintain your body and your physicality.
Right.
So.
The Miz had been advertised for a match with Dexter Lumis on Monday Night Raw, but instead the segment entailed Miz laying out Lumis on the entrance ramp, preventing the match from taking place. The Miz has not wrestled since the October 1st WWE house show in Bismarck, North Dakota. He is scheduled to wrestle in the dark match main event on tomorrow night's SmackDown in Toledo, Ohio. And in WWE and New Japan related news, the duo of Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows, known as the Good Brothers or Bullet Club in New Japan and currently as the OC in WWE, issued a statement yesterday on Instagram indicating that they will not be present for their booking on Saturday, November 5th for New Japan's Battle Autumn event in Osaka. Anderson was scheduled to defend the New Japan Never Openweight title he currently holds against Hikuleo, but he and Gallows will instead be attending WWE's Crown Jewel Premium Live event in Saudi Arabia, where they are booked to team with AJ Styles against the Judgment Day. Gallows claimed in the statement that the double booking was New Japan's fault for not going through the proper channels.
Are we running hot? Is it running hot? Yeah. Okay, good. Good. New Japan Pro Wrestling. A few questions. One, are we the OG Bullet Club? Yes. Yeah. Are we the world famous Good Brothers? Yes. Are we repping OC on WWE Monday Night Raw? Yes. And do all bookings still go through the big LG when it comes to Bright Lights, when it comes to the Good Brothers? Yes, they do. You guys announced Bright Lights, the machine gun, Carl Anderson, for a match November 5th. Well, guess what? we're a little double booked because you didn't run it through me. So he ain't coming. We're not coming unless it's on our time.
New Japan wrestler Rocky Romero, who also books foreign talent for the company, responded in the comments section on the Instagram post yesterday by demanding Anderson return the Never Openweight title. WWE has not issued a statement on the double booking situation. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.